Monitoring projected profitability can be very difficult for dairy producers as feed and milk price volatility impact margins. Much of the industry attempts to use futures-based crush calculations to determine industry profitability, but a truer indication of an individual dairy producer's margin is to use local cash feed markets and individual producer mailbox price basis relationships to monitor forward-looking profit margins. Integrated into DairyVisor data is DVMargin software. This proprietary software allows producers to input farm-specific data for making market decisions. This user-friendly programming allows a daily view of the projected outcome of their business based on current market conditions. Users such as nutritionists, financial management staff, trading advisors, and managers can be permissioned to access and update financial information, rations, and feed and milk trading. The Raised Crop Sales Contracting section positions equity in existing contracts for physical delivery of raised crops. Monitor the value of raised crops throughout the production cycle as it's being stored while you wait for better market opportunities. Dairy cattle eat feed. The ingredient contracting section allows managers to monitor feed costs and contract positions, as well as the percent contracted for each ingredient for each monthly period. Feed use is calculated for the use table based on number of animal units being fed the ingredient in each ration. Shrink is also estimated in the calculations, providing a true picture of each ingredient costs. Feed ingredients in the contracting section can select from customized farm layouts for specific ingredients that may need cash price, futures, or ton-based ingredient templates. The ration section allows users to easily edit changes in a diet and a number of animal units on a diet for monthly feed use calculations. For producers working with an outside trading advisor, this is an excellent tool to communicate feed use and diet changes on the fly. Futures crush margins use Class 3 futures to calculate a margin over feed cost. The DVMargin system attempts to provide a more accurate picture of an individual dairy producer's milk value by tracking the history of each month's milk basis to Class 3 and providing a 5-year average calculation for a reference to project the current year's milk basis. Cash contracts with a milk plant and futures and options contract in a hedge account can be monitored in the easy-to-use contracting section. Position equity is calculated in a live market view, allowing the user to know what the outcome of each position is marked to the market at the end of each trading session. If you only have a minute to sit at your desk or use your smartphone, but want to see what the profit projection is for your dairy operation, the Margin Monitor is just what you're looking for. A simple-to-understand graph shows the monthly cash flow margin of your business using your regional cash markets and projected milk value. Users can compare their farm profitability to other dairy operations by selecting one of the 3 buttons to load averages of other farms using DVMargin into the graph. This will allow managers to compare their business profit margin to the average, high 1/3, and low 1/3 of other DVMargin users. You can also compare your current year margins to your previous years in the system. Cash prices in your farm can be linked to cash locations with freight adjusters to automatically update feed and grain prices in your DVMargin farm calculations. This is also a nice reference to monitor regional feed prices.